Okay, now are you able to see the screen properly? Is it visible? Nothing is written as of now. I will start writing the algorithm here. First, let me write the algorithm. Now, algorithm, okay, then recursive search, or you can say recursive binary search. Is it visible, students?
Yes, sir.
So it is going to take 5 parameters basically. The first one itself is the array. Then after array, we need number of elements. Okay. Then the key element that we need to search for, and then followed by 2 more new parameters here. Those are going to be the index of the first element that is low and index of the last element that is high. So it is going to take 5 parameters: the array, the number of elements, key, the element which we are going to search for, and 2 indices, that is the first element's index that is low and the last element index high. Based upon these parameters, we are going to write the logic here. Okay, now as we know recursive algorithms, we need to have 2 strategies. The first part is that we have to stop the recursiveness at a particular position. If we reach, we have to stop the algorithm to go into the recursive mode. The second is the piece of code or the logic wherein we are going to write that if it reaches that particular code or the region, it will go into the recursive mode. Okay, now first part we will write, that is if. Now we know that this low and high indicates what? Low is the, definitely low should be less than or equals to high. Once the low crosses high, that means we cannot perform the search operations. So meaning is that if low becomes more than high, the meaning is that the element which we are trying to search doesn't exist in the given array. To write the condition for the same thing, we will put a condition like low. If low is greater than high, then what we need to do, we need not to search further because the key element is not present in the array. So we can simply write it a statement as return a negative number. We will represent it as -1. Okay, this is basically for what? This is for the unsuccessful search. This is for unsuccessful search. Okay, now if this is not true, means we are in the proper bound, that wherein the low is less than or equal to high. During that time, we need to first calculate the mid value. So how can we get the mid value? Mid is equals to the low plus high whole divided by 2. So we get the mid value. Next step is that we need to check whether the element at the mid position is the element which we are looking for here. Right? So we need to have one more if condition. If the key element which we are searching, is it equals to the element at the mid position or not? If it is so, that means the search is successful. Then we can simply return the position of that particular element. The position can be returned as the mid value. So this indicates the successful search. It indicates the successful search. Following, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the further is that suppose if the element is not at the mid position, then either we know that since all the elements in the array are in the ascending or descending order. So in this particular algorithm, we are assuming that the array elements are in the ascending order. Then if it is not at the mid position, then it can be on its left side or it can be on its right side. If the element, we will try to have one more condition here. If the key element, right? If the key element, that is key, is less than a of mid, if key is less than a of mid, that means the element is present on its left side, then we need to modify our low values. low or a high values depending upon condition here. So if it is less than the key value, then we will once again call the recursive function here. We are going to call once again the recursive function. So it is going to be recursive binary search, and this time we are going to pass the parameters, that is array. Anyway, we need to pass the array, the number of elements we need to pass, the key element we are going to pass, which we are going to search for. Now, since we are searching on the left side, okay, if you see here, left side means what? Now, for an example, let's say if the elements are say 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 are the elements. This is the indices 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the low and this was our high. Assume that the element which we are searching is the key is here 10. And we have figured out the mid position. So mid is going to be this position 2. Right now, the element at the mid position here is not equal to the key, and when we compared here, the key is less than a of mid. Means if you look into this example, the key is 10, so this 10 is less than or equal to 30. So this particular condition becomes true. This particular condition becomes true. Since this is becoming true, what we need to do, we need to search on its left side. We need to search on its particular left side. So on the left side, if you see here, we need the two positions of the indices, that is low and high. Here, before this 30 element, we have the low value, but we don't know what is the high value. So we need to calculate the high value here. How can we calculate the high value? This high value, the index will be definitely one less than the mid position, right? It is one less than the mid position. So our new high value here is going to be what? It is going to be the mid minus 1. When we want to search on the left side, we need to modify the high value as mid minus 1. Okay, so when we call it next time, low will remain as low itself, but the high will be modified as mid minus 1. It will be modified as mid minus 1. So next time, once again, the recursive binary search will be called. During that time, all these values, the low will be the low itself, but the high value will be taken as mid minus 1. Then the further algorithm will be worked upon. Now, there might be one more possibility that if this particular condition is false, resulting in a false, that is the key element. Suppose the key element is say 50. If the key element is 50, that means what? We are trying to compare with the mid element, and here 50 less than 30 will result in a false value. Since this condition is resulting in a false value, what we need to do? We need to compare it on the right side, because the element which we are searching is greater than the mid value. That means what? We need to search on its right side. We need to search on the right side. When we are searching on the right side, again, we are looking for two indices, that is low and high. But here we know the whatever the value of high here. But what we are not having, we don't know the value of low here. So, but this low value can be calculated. It can be calculated as the low can be equal to, this low can be equal to the mid value plus 1. Because we are going to search from the next element of the mid. So the new low value will become mid plus 1. So according to that, we are going to write one more recursive call here. That is else, if this particular condition is false, that means we are going to search on the right side. If that is so, we will call once again the recursive function, that is recursive algorithm, recursive binary search. And this time the array same, n again same, key is same, but the low value will be modified as mid plus 1, and high will be taken retained as high itself, and complete the algorithm. Okay, now to just summarize this one, you can see here we initially take the low and high value along with the three parameters, the array, n, and key. Low will indicate the first index, high will indicate the last element's index. Okay, now we need to check whether this low is less than or equal to high. If not, means if the low is more than high, then definitely we cannot search the element in the given set of array. So we will return true here. That will indicate the unsuccessful search. Then if this is not true, then it will go on to the next set of statements, wherein we will first calculate the mid value by taking low plus high divided by 2, and then we'll try to check whether that element at the mid position is it the key element. If it is true, then we have found the element, the search is successful, then just return the mid value. If it is not, again if this particular condition is false, then it will move on to the next statements here, wherein we will either try to search on the left side or on the right side. Let us try to take one example, and then in detail let us try to solve or try to trace this algorithm here. Okay, now first let us take the elements, say 10. Let me try to write little bigger numbers. 10.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, Shraddha messaged me that she's waiting in the lobby.
Sanjay can make him enter inside. I don't think so there are
Sir,
anybody in the lobby now.
yes, sir. I have disabled the
Yeah,
lobby, sir.
yeah, there are nobody in the lobby here. As I told yesterday, if they're the CRA and LR are taking care of entering the students into from the lobby to the class. Okay, and right now there are nobody in the lobby. If any students faces that problem, since they are staying in the lobby, they have to take care of themselves by clearing the app data and join once again. I'm not going to repeat these things again and again. CRs and LRs are monitoring the students. The students, none of the students are in the lobby right now. If still students are finding the issues, let them clear the app data and join once again.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. 10, 20, say 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Let's have one more number, 80. Okay, now here n, that is 8. There are total 8 numbers, and these are the indices values. This is low and this is high. So at now the low, for the first time, low is 0 and high is, what is the high value?
7. 7.
7. High value is 7. Okay, now as per our algorithm, first if condition will be checked. If low is greater than high. So as of now, we have the values as low is 7, low is 0 and high is 7. Now tell me, is this condition becomes true or false? 0 greater than 7. Is it true or false?
False.
False. Means the if condition, this particular if conditions will be turned false and it will not execute the return statement here. It will proceed on to the next statement. In the next statement, we are calculating the mid values, right? So mid value will be calculated here as mid. I will take it as a m. M is equals to
True.
0 plus 7 divided by 2. What we get?
3.
3.
We get 3. So if I write the other indices values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So now the mid is over here. The mid is over here, which is having the value as 3. Okay. Now, as per our algorithm here, we will try to check this particular condition. Is the key element, is it equals to the mid positioned element? So mid positioned element is what? 30. Let us take the key value as say 20. 20 is our key value. Okay, now is 20 equals to 40? Now again the condition is turned as false here. 20 is not equals to 40. Condition is turned out to be false. Since this particular condition is turning false, then we will proceed with the next if condition. So what is the condition here? is key less than the mid element? So key is what? Key is 20. So is this 20, is it less than the mid element? What is the mid element? 40. Now tell me, is this true or false?
True. True.
Condition is true. True means the element might be present, the key element might be present, but if it is so, then it will be on its left side, because this key element is less than the mid value. So we need to only bother to search on the its left side. Okay, if that is the case, as per the algorithm, this condition will become true, and we will recursively call the binary search algorithm once again, wherein the high value we are going to modify it as mid -1. Okay, now next time once again the algorithm will be called. During that time, the low value is going to be the same value, that is 0, but the high value will be taken as what? Mid -1. So mid value is what? 3. 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. So our new low value is 0, which was retained as it is, but the high value is modified one, which we have it to be a 2. So now what we need to do? We need to only recursively search between what? We need to again try to search between these numbers 10, 20 and 30. Okay, so now what we low is here and our new high is over here. Low is 0, high will be 2. Based upon that, we are going to further search the conditions of the element. Now again, the first check, that is low, that is 0, is it greater than high? This again condition turns out to be false. Then we will calculate the mid value. So mid is equals to what? 0 plus 2 whole divided by 2. How much we get? We get it as 1. So the mid value is 1. Now here, the next condition will be, is the value which you are looking for, the key, that is 20, is it equals to the mid value? So mid is pointing to 1, and at one position, what do we have? We have 20. So is this 20 is equals to 20? Is it true? Yes, it is true. Means what? We have found the element which we are searching for, and it is present in the array. If it is present in the array, so that is in this particular algorithm, this particular line here, look into here. So this condition has become true. Since it has become true means the search is successful. Since the search is successful, we are going to return what? The position of that particular element, that is the value of mid. So in this case, the value of mid is what? It is 1. Since search is successful, the probably a statement what we can say that the key element 20 is present in the given set of array elements, and it is present at the index value or position at 1. Is it true, students? Is 20 present at the index value 1?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if we take search, if you take one more value on the right hand side, that is if the element we are searching for a 70 or a 80, then what will happen? We will recursively call the function or the algorithm under the else part. So this condition will become false. Then we will move on to this else. This time we will call the recursive function once again. But during this time, we are going to modify the value of low here. The low will be modified as mid plus 1. The mid plus 1 value will be modified, but high will be retained as the same value. Okay, two things to remember is that if we are searching on the left side, the high value will be modified and it will be taken as mid -1. If we are searching on the right side, then the low value will be modified and it will be taken as mid plus 1. If we remember these 2 points, then it is pretty simple to remember the recursive algorithm. For point of examination, there is a high chance that you get the recursive binary search. Okay, there might be a 5 mark question. They may ask you to explain the binary search, recursive binary search with its explanation. So you just initially need to explain what a binary search is, the fundamental details, functionality of the binary search, and then write down the recursive search algorithm. Okay, 2 marks will be given for the explanation, 3 marks will be given for the algorithm. If they don't mention any type of the algorithm like iterative or the recursive, then you are good to write any one of them. Either you can write the recursive algorithm or you can even write the iterative algorithm if they don't specify any one. Understood, students? Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Shall we, do we need to have one more example here, or is it enough? You want me to take one more example for unsuccessful and trace, or is it okay to do? I'm ready to explain. There is no problem in that. If you think that you need an explanation for one more example for unsuccessful search.
No, sir, it's
One
fine.
more example.
Sir, we need.
You need it? Okay, fine. We will take one more example and then try to sort it out. Okay. Now, tell me the number, students, then. I don't want to take again the 10, 20 and stuffs. Tell me some array elements. Be quick.
25.
25. The next number should be greater than this 25.
32.
Next.
53. 67. 98.
Enough, or do we need few more numbers?
So
Enough.
Index values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Students, is the red pen, is it visible for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So this is our low value. This is our high value. Right now, since we are trying to focus upon unsuccessful search, can you tell me the element, the key element?
So 100.
Okay, now we have the key element, we have the array, we know the low and high at the first time. Okay, now as per the algorithm, first check is what? The first check we will try to do is based upon whether the low is greater than high. So in this case, the low value is what? 0. Is it greater than high? 4. So this condition turns out to be a false value. Since it is false, we will further proceed in calculating the mid value. Okay, this is for the first time. Let me write it as a for first time. Okay, now then the mid value will be calculated as low plus high, that is 0 plus 4 whole by 2, and we get it to be a 2 here. Okay, now at the index 2, we need to take the element, that is 53. Now we need to compare. Is this key element, that is 100, is it equals to the 53? Now, is it true? Is 100 equal to 53? No, it is false. Since it is false, that means what? Element might be present either on its left side or on the right side. How can we judge that one? By again comparing one more condition. That is this 100 less than 53? Now, again, this condition turns out to be a false statement. Look at here. Here, this condition turns out to be a false statement. Since this is false, the else block will be executed. In the else block, what we have? We will call the recursive algorithm once again by modifying the low value. So the new low value will be what? Mid plus 1. Since we want to search it on the right side, so we need to take a new low value. So during that time, when we call here, the low value will be taken as what? mid plus 1, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So with low as 3 and high, low as 3 and high as the 4, we are going to call the recursive algorithm once again. So next time, for the second time when we call, our low is 3, high is 4, and we rest of the elements array remains to be same. Now, the first check again, is it low greater than high? Again, the condition is false here. 3 is not greater than 5, so condition turns out to be false. Next, what we do, we will calculate the mid value. So mid can be calculated again as mid is equals to 3 plus 4 divided by 2. How much we get? 3 plus 4 divided by 2.
3.
We get it to be 3 itself, right? It is 3.5, but we will consider only integral part. So we get 3. Now, the element at 3, the index is 3, and at this particular index 3, what is the element? 67. The element is 67. So now we will try to compare. Is this 100? Is this particular 100? Is it equal to 67? Condition is false. Means the element at mid position is not the element. Now what we need to do? We need to either search on the left side or on the right side. How can we decide? Based upon one more condition. Is this 100 less than 67? Now again condition is what? It is false. Since the condition is false, that means we need to again further search on the right side here. Because this condition is becoming false, 100 is greater than 67. So we need to again search on the its right side. Right side means what? Which value we should modify? Should we modify low or high?
Low.
High.
Since we want to search it on the right side, high will remain as the whatever value of high we have, but the low value we need to modify. The new value of the low is going to be mid plus 1. So in this case, the mid value is 3. Mid value is 3. So the low value will be calculated as low is equals to mid plus 1. So that is 3 plus 1, 4. So low is also 4 and our high is also 4. Now for the third time, we will once again call the algorithm. During that time, low is 4 and high is also 4. That means what? We are trying to search only one element here. How? Low, high, both are having the same values, same indexes. Means we're trying to search only one element, whether that is the element which we are searching for. If yes, we have found the value. If not, means the element is not present there. Okay. Now again, we will follow through the same steps. Now, is 4 greater than 4? No, the condition is false. So we will try to calculate the mid value now. So now here the mid m is equals to 4 plus 4 divided by 2. So we get the value as again 4. Okay. Now is 100 equals to the element at index 4. At the element at the index 4, what we have? 98. So is 100 is equals to 98 or not? Again, the condition is false here. Since condition is false, then either we need to search on its left side or on the right side. By verifying one more condition, is 100 less than 98? This condition is also false. Means the 100 is greater than 98. We need to search on which side, left or right side. This particular condition is resulted in false. 100 less than 98 is resulted in a false. Now, can you tell me where we should search, on its left side or on its right side?
Left side.
Any other answer?
Right side, sir.
We need to search on the right side because this 100 is greater than 98. So it might be, if it is present, if it is present, then definitely it will be on its right side. So we need to search on the right. When we search on the right side, which value we should modify? Is it low or is it high?
Low, sir.
Low.
Low value. So our new low value will be what? The low value is going to be mid plus 1. Mid value is 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So low value is 5 and our high value will be retained as what? 4 itself. Okay. Now, once again, that is for the fourth time we will call. Fourth time we are going to call the function. Okay. Now look at here. The low is 5 and high is 4. Okay. The first condition is what? Is low greater than high. So in this case, is 5 greater than 4. Now this condition becomes true. The low is 5, high is 4, and this condition results in a true. That means what? The index low has crossed the high value. Means we are trying to search by dividing the given set of elements, okay, from mid position and then on either on the left side or on the right side. And we have come to a particular situation when this low value is crossing the high value. Right? In this example, you can see now low is 5, but high is 4, and low is become more than high value. So if that is the case, what happens? The search will never be successful because the element which we are searching is not present in the array. Then we will return -1. So we are going to return -1. So this -1 indicates what? The search is unsuccessful. If you look into the given array elements, we have these many elements, right? 25, 32, 53, 67, and 98. And the key element 100 is not present here. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If there are no doubts, then we will wind up the class here itself. We will proceed with the next class.